October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and after skin cancer, breast cancer is the most common cancer in women and the second most common cause of cancer mortality. So here to tell us more about the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walk and what we need to do to make sure that we are detecting early is Sarah Walla from the American Cancer Society and breast cancer survivor Ashley Carton. Ladies, thank you so much for being here today. We so appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
Of course, of course. Okay, so Sarah, let's start with you here. Tell us all about the Making Strides walk and how it benefits the American Cancer Society.
Yeah, so the American Cancer Society has been holding the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer walks for 30 years, and we're super excited to bring together survivors and thrivers and families and caregivers and just the community this Sunday, October 15th, at the Tivoli Quad at Aurora campus. And it's, you can register to form a team and fundraise. The money all goes towards breast cancer research and patient support programs, or just come and, celebrate everything that we have going on in the community and people's success stories.
Yes, and there are so many of them, which is so wonderful because we want to make sure that we're celebrating and we're healing and coming back from a lot of the pain that this can cause both families and the people who experience it too. So Sarah, can you tell us more too about the guidelines recommended for women right now? I know sometimes it changes or there are things that are different. So what guidelines do we need to keep in mind?
Of course. So the current American Cancer Society guidelines state that all women should be getting mammograms regularly starting at age 45, but there is an option to start screening at 40, and I think the most important message is to talk to your health care provider about when you should start, because certain factors may make it necessary to get screened even earlier.
Wow, yeah, definitely. And again, earlier the better in terms of detection. And Ashley, I'm so honored to have you here because I know that this is something that can be really difficult, especially after diagnosis, but I would love for you to tell us your story.
Sure. So my story began at 12 years old. My mother was diagnosed with breast cancer at age 37. She had surgery and is fortunately cancer-free now.
Wow.
I still have her, which is great.
Yes.
But that meant that I had to be extra careful myself. So right as I was turning 30, my doctor, we did some genetic testing. I was negative for my BRCA genes. I didn't have any markers.
Okay.
But they also did an assessment tool and found out that I, with a lot of different factors, including family history, had a 23% chance of developing breast cancer in my lifetime, which is considered high risk.
Sure.
So because of that, I started getting access to screening. So as soon as I turned 30, I started getting annual screenings and then bumped that up to twice a year. So I would get MRIs and mammograms, one every 6 months, and that caught my cancer.
Wow. Oh my goodness. I have to ask, how are you doing now? How are things now in the progression?
Sure. So January 4th was my mammogram. They caught it on a mammogram screening. I didn't feel it. I didn't notice it. And I went through chemotherapy and some surgery. And today I can sit here cancer-free with you today.
Amazing. Ashley, congratulations. That is just, it's so incredible to hear cancer-free when you talk about any kind of breast cancer, or cancer in general, but breast cancer especially. Now, for you and your family, especially for your mom, I mean, how has it been kind of going through the process and being able to, not only have her here, but have her here to lean on for you?
Breast cancer is such a big deal and it's so common, right? We want to make sure we're getting our screenings, and my mom's been so supportive, cheering me on. I mean, it is a pink month, but breast cancer is not pretty, right? It's a terrible disease and it's very hard on families, and so we are just really ready to celebrate, and we'll actually be at the Making Strides event on Sunday. So it's been a hard year, but a really great year, and we're very grateful to be here.
Well, we are very grateful that you're here as well. My goodness, an incredible story of survival. So Ashley, thank you so much. Now, Sarah, tell me about the Grab Your Girls campaign in general and just how people can get involved and more about what we should know.
Yes, I'm so glad you asked. So you can see from our shirts, the Grab Your Girls campaign is going on throughout the month of October, and the American Cancer Society, again, just wants you to grab your friends, notify, give a call to your loved ones and your family, your sisters and your mothers, and make sure that people are getting their screenings and taking care of themselves and putting their health first, because like Ashley just said, early detection is key, and it will change your treatment plan and it can change your outcomes. So it's so important just to be spreading the message of get your mammogram.
Yes, definitely. Well, Ashley, I want to end with you here too, because, you know, like you said, this is something that is so common, whether it's somebody who actually has it or someone that knows somebody or has a family member that does. Do you have any advice out there for people that are either going through it or have family members who are? Any kind of words of wisdom that you can share?
Sure, and this is why I'm here today. The best thing you can do is to be informed and get checked, right? Know your risk, talk to your doctor, get checked, and stay on top of your screenings. It can change everything. It saved my life. So I would say there's so much hope. There's amazing medical advances out there. There's nothing to be afraid of. Go get checked and call in all your girls, your loved ones, your family, your coworkers. Make sure everybody knows their risk and they're just getting screened. And it makes a world of difference, and it's changed my life.
Incredible. Well, ladies, thank you both so much for being here. This is such an important message in October, but not just in October, every single month and just all year long. So we can't thank you both enough for being here. And Ashley, again, congratulations to you and your mom. This is just, that's incredible to hear the words cancer-free when it comes to breast cancer. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, guys, this is such an important month. Now you can attend the Making Strides Walk for Breast Cancer. That's on October 15th at the Tivoli Quad at the Auraria campus. And you can help join the community, raise funds, or walk for somebody you know. So to register or to make that donation, you can head to makingstrideswalk.org/Colorado.